Hi, chat.
Hello.
You
Hello,
again?
everyone. Ghost Hunter again.
What's going on, T-Schmid? What's going on, Ghost Hunter?
What's
Hello.
up? Paint Liquor's falling behind on his whole first to stream thing.
No, he said he was not going to be here this week because he had to be in his office.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Who's that?
Paint
Paint
Liquor.
Liquor.
Oh.
That would explain a lot.
You had to do what?
Go to his office.
Work
Oh.
things. Mo, hello. How are you?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, people with jobs having to do their jobs instead of watching our stream.
Hey,
I don't understand that at all.
yeah. Our stream is obviously the most important thing. Obviously.
I mean, is it even a question? How's
Yeah.
that even a question?
It's not. It's just a fact of life.
When asked
Why
what the
not
most
both?
important thing in your life is,
Exactly.
it is always the Monument Hobby stream.
I feel like both is fine. No banana and eye contact. Time to leave.
We got any bananas around here? We can
Not
solve
for
that problem
banana today, I
potentially.
don't think.
It was not a banana day. Sorry, we're out of bananas. Yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today.
No dancing and singing.
I make the rules.
Oh,
I
really?
make the rules.
That's how it is. I see.
I was waiting for her. I was waiting for the peanut gallery over there. Ranger, what's going on? Mo! Can't work and watch at the same time. Right? Get some skills.
So what you're saying is Jen makes the rules.
What? Nobody has ever said that ever.
That's you
In the
implied.
history of ever.
Heavily implied.
It's not even ever a thing that's been
It
said.
doesn't need to be stated.
It doesn't need to be. It's just understood.
It's just understood.
It's just understood.
I'm gonna need to Instacart some bananas to HQ. Oh no, Ghost Hunter.
See, but then you have to rely on someone else choosing the bananas, and I'm very particular about my bananas.
You like them green, right?
I like them
We gotta
yellow.
teach
like 'em
Jen
yellow.
some banana etiquette though. Those were too green. Like they couldn't get ripe.
I told you that was like the least green that they had
That's
that
a
day.
problem. Like,
Because
that's
yes,
like you don't pick bananas when they're that green.
I don't
Just
pick
stick 'em in a-
bananas when
in a
they're that
paper bag.
green, but I wanted them.
No, you have
Right?
to let them vine ripen to an extent. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
just
true.
pull them off when you
That's
say we
true.
need bananas
That's
because
true.
those were so green
Oh,
they will
they were
never
like-
ripen properly.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's not how fruit
They were
works.
that green.
Yeah, they have to
Oh.
ripen
They
to a
were-
point on the vine
they
that
were
then
pretty
when you
green,
pull
but
them
they
off,
had
they
some
get to where
yellow
you want them.
on
These
them.
were brown and still green.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
They were
weren't-
not like making my belly happy yesterday.
They were not.
They were a little much.
It's
They
not like
weren't-
Jen's disagreeing.
They weren't green. They were still light yellow, but they weren't like fully green.
What's going on, Megalodon? Henry
Howdy.
Burgess, what's going on?
Again with the super dark color.
What?
Why
Hi.
does Twitch?
It hates us.
Yeah.
We run all of our chat on black background.
5 stream streak, Mo. Good job.
Nice, nice.
Mo's on a 5-stream streak. Mo's been here for like 80 years. It's derogatory, Twitch, to tell him that he's on a 5-stream streak.
Yeah, Mo's been here longer than he's been alive. Which is some hard math if you really think about it.
Makes sense to me, though. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how people have been here longer than I've been alive, but it does make sense that I'm not that old.
It does make sense that I'm not that old.
I mean, they are firmer when they're green, and that's the way I prefer them as well. But no, I like them freshly yellow.
I don't like mushy bananas. I don't like hard bananas. Picky. Or I'm just normal. It depends on your outlook here.
Ghost Hunter, is this not a problem that you have? You're able to
You can
use the rattle
consume a
can.
banana. What the heck did I just say?
Yeah, no, it wasn't English.
Yeah. You can consume a banana of any ripeness? Is that your superpower?
No, I'm talking. We're totally on a different subject now.
Oh.
Ghost Hunter said the next person who says that Pro Acryl doesn't stick to rattle can primer is going to be badgered into making a video of them using a rattle can so I can make fun of them for doing it wrong.
Wait, what? Why are we making fun of people?
Winter brings about a big problem
Yeah.
with rattle can primer in the miniature world because rattle cans themselves don't do well in winter temps.
No, not at all.
And there's the put it in warm water, but that won't remix it. Once this formula has been imbalanced in the can, you don't remix it, and people's brains just don't wrap around that. Rattle can is not meant to be the be all end all. Why we don't recommend it for miniatures, but our paint works fine with rattle cans of all types. We've painted over rattle can plenty of times, although I prefer things like Rust-Oleum and brands like that to the hobby brands, because the hobby brands are generally just cheaper versions of
Rust-Oleum and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they all just have it private labeled. It's hard to make your own.
Yep.
Because of the whole bottling process. We've been trying for years to find a partner in the world where we might be able to come up with a rattle can that I would actually use, but it's impossible to find.
Just because, not that it's impossible to make, just because it's impossible to be able to get the people who make them to do the things that you need to do.
Yeah, and we're just not at a level where we could have anybody do, for the quantity of paint we would order to reformulate it. They all want to go, why would you do that? I'm like, well, because it doesn't work. the way we need it to work, it doesn't work.
Like we need the paint to function differently because we paint differently.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of different technologies out there for spray paint. There's what's called valve over bag. So you put your paint in a bag as opposed to having it just in a rattle ball can. And that tends to mix a lot better, but you don't get all of the fluid out.
Oh, interesting. So you end up wasting some of the paint.
You wind up wasting more, and so it's not very economical at the end of the day to do so. But it is a much more feasible way to get the paint to work better. But yeah, we can't find the right people, and we won't go over to China to have them make freaking spray paint like other companies will.
Ranger 172 said, I picked up my Necrons on Saturday. The dark silver was awesome, by the way. Thank you.
Awesome.
Local store didn't have fluorescent set yet, so I put in an order on your site last night. Thank you.
Awesome.
Wad Tomato wants everyone to know that if your banana is having firmness issues, there are a range of pills and topical creams you can get.
Oh my goodness.
It sounds like he knows this.
Jen, sounds like this
I'm just
person's
saying,
a
like, we
professional.
stated it in chat as, we have to take these people as, that they're speaking from experience. Boneyard, hello to you. Happy holidays. Is there a video to show the steps to paint faces?
Didn't you do a skin and face video a while
there's
ago?
one on YouTube.
Our bot work. Okay.
Yeah, is the bot behaving?
I don't know. I maybe there was something I should have done to make it work. Yeah, it doesn't work.
I mean,
It's not working?
no. It happened to us a little while ago, right?
Well, every so often on Streamlabs, it turns it off.
Yeah, when we raided yesterday, the gentleman paints was trying to use commands on his stream and it didn't work either.
Weird. Very weird.
Let me see if I can.
You were magically able to fix it the other day. What happened a long time ago. It was not recent. The last time it happened.
They do updates and it messes everything up, and
Yeah.
we just don't go there as often as most streamers do because we don't care. It's like Streamlabs, do your job.
Yeah.
And
We don't ever need to
Maury-
go there for anything.
And Maury Burgess said, I brush prime since I started using Pro Acryl. No more nitty gritty.
Nice.
Moe's Magic has great news. Blue Eye Samurai has been renewed for season 2.
Good.
Oh, nice. I would be surprised if it didn't, based on all of the things that I've heard about it.
Moe Center, what is Crunchyroll?
Streamlabs authorization ended.
Oh, weird.
Looks like might be the thing.
You just have to like reauthorize it every so often.
It might be an annual thing for the API.
Yeah.
Since we're getting close to the end of the year,
that makes sense.
Maybe you got to go in and
do
all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Jabe will be the bot until we get a bot. Until we get the bot fixed.
Bot.
Jabe bot.
Bot is off. Well, turn it on. No, it's on.
Our bot works now.
So now
maybe.
Oh, sorry. You're.
I'm like, that was weird.
We're sharing a mouse right now.
Yeah, that was weird.
I started to go put it into chat, and he's still doing stuff with it.
The mouse did this big weird. Like, oh, well, okay.
It works now.
Well, okay.
Hey, it works.
We kicked the bot back into gear.
Oh, Crunchyroll is another streaming service focused on anime.
Yeah. To my knowledge, it is not made by Japanese animation studio.
What's that?
Blue Eye Samurai? Maybe it is.
Its creators are Japanese, like American Japanese.
Oh, Dave, no, we can't ever replace you.
There is no other Jabe
No
that
other
can be
Jabe.
jabed.
I was going to ask, too, how we can make one of those like messages that pops up throughout the stream to let people know about our Friday stream event.
Oh.
That's exciting.
That's a good idea. It's going to be fun. Yeah,
so
everybody.
for now, I will just verbally tell you guys that on Friday, you are all invited to the Monument Hobbies holiday party stream at 2 p.m. Arizona time.
That'd be awesome.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So we are having, we every year we have a holiday party. We take the crew out to dinner, and we're doing that on Tuesday of next week, a week from today. But we want you guys all to be involved as well. So we decided that Friday would be a good day. We're going to let our crew come in here and hang out. There's probably going to be some good giveaways. I know that's a word that causes people to want to mark their calendar.
So you're taking chat out
You're
to
welcome
dinner.
to eat dinner while you watch the stream. I said giveaways, but I did not say what we're giving away.
Oh, I know what I want to give away. But you're not allowed to know until
Normal
giveaway
stream time. Yep, 2 to 4. Regular stream time on Friday. Lots of fun Monument crew guests.
Fun will be had.
Yeah.
Only the most amount of fun.
Philip will be auctioning off a date with Baby J. Uh-oh, Gabe's giving away your ant army. Jordan.
No.
Oh, Wad thinks
No.
we should just give away Gabe.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Bye, Gabe. Monument Jabe is going to be given away on Friday.
Jason tried to give me away once.
Yep.
On stream.
He like half succeeded too.
Huh?
He half succeeded.
Well, I mean,
Personally,
Yeah.
one lived in Australia.
that makes it much more
Yeah.
difficult.
It was funny because when that happened, Jen was like, "Oh,"
You know, human
she
trafficking
perked up. It was
laws.
all of a sudden, it was something that might not be so bad. I think they won our couch, and Jen came
Yeah.
with the couch.
yes.
That's so funny.
Was the idea.
Did they actually get the couch?
No.
Okay. I was about to say.
Mean.
And we were talking about getting rid of our couch, I think. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. We've been through 2
It's
couches.
probably when
since
we were
then.
moving out of the old house in Gilbert, and we were getting rid of that couch. Probably why.
I'm gonna
Oh,
be
yeah,
honest.
That would make sense, huh?
I don't know where you guys got the couch that you left here, but I want to know where so I can get one because it's amazing.
Oh, the leather couches out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think American Furniture Warehouse,
Okay.
but it was
A long time
like
ago.
2017.
Yeah. Oh, you got them brand new in 2017?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not that long ago.
No. They probably have something comparable.
Yeah.
My couch just came with a few throw pillows.
same here. My couch is not too bad. It's not super comfortable. It's not the best.
Punisher wants to know if we will be giving away lots of laughs, memories, and friendship. No, none of that.
We charge for all that stuff.
Yeah.
We give away product, the rest costs. There's always good times, good friends.
Okay, good, because I really wanted some swag. No time for laughs, memories, and friendship. Just give me the goods.
Yeah, I just wanted the goods. I want the paint. I want all the fancy things. Give me some brushes. I don't need the laughs and love.
It doesn't exist. We can't give away something that doesn't exist, Ghost Hunter.
Ooh,
What's that?
Dang. Plaid go bag.
Not a thing.
Dude, I will wrap a go bag in like a really bad flannel.
Or just wrap it in plaid Christmas paper.
Yeah.
Plaid go bag.
Seems good.
Oh my god, Jen's face. Just like, oh my gosh, you guys. I think we're gonna get that look a lot on Friday.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jen? Jason?
Huh?
I think we're gonna get that look a lot on Friday. What do you think?
Jen's not allowed in here on Friday. Jen, we got to keep Jen busy doing something else on Friday if we're giving stuff away and getting crazy. Be like, all right, here's the deal. And she's just going to go, wait. What did you just say? We don't say those things.
Wait, you want to give away that? You're not allowed to do that. What do you mean? It's already done.
Too late now.
Too late now.
I already said it.
We can't take it back.
That's not how Jen works. Jen's like, oh, yes, we can.
It's like, if it's not outside of this building, we can definitely take it back.
Who just won't put it in? I won't put it in as an order.
Yeah. Ultimately.
Whoops, I forgot about that one. Forever.
Whoops, I forgot about that one forever.
I have a great idea. We should wrap all of
Wait,
giveaways.
before you say this. Is this a really great idea? Are you sure?
No, I think this is actually a really fun idea.
Okay.
It does involve some labor on our
Your
part.
part? Oh,
Probably.
no, you're leaving like the next day, so...
Well, yeah.
I
Well,
see how
not the
this
next day.
works.
Like a couple of days later. I was thinking it would be fun if we wrapped all of the giveaways so it was all random and nobody knew what it was. It'd be fun.
Oh, so they don't know what they're winning? It's like we wrap it and
Yeah.
like, here's what we're giving away
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, I
Yeah.
like that.
See? It was a good idea. Genuinely a good idea.
It would be a funny prank if Jen bought a popcorn machine and then gave it away.
Oh my gosh. Just put it in a gigantic box.
Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. Mo, with your 5-stream streak. Look at game delay.
Uh-oh.
20 stream streak.
Holy cow, game delay.
It is healthy.
That's a lot.
We
That is a
appreciate
long
you,
streak.
game delay. Thank
Holy
you for
cow.
the
The game delay likes us the
Endurance.
right way.
stick with itness.
The stick with itness.
Megalodon, Legion stuff is looking good. I'm hoping to get me to painting mine this weekend. Still a bit gushy of the size.
Gun shy of
Oh,
the
gun shy.
size.
Whew. Eyeballs, you
I
can
don't,
work
I don't know
now.
if any of the rest of you have noticed how horrible Jordan is with the English language, but
Yeah. I go through phases. Sometimes I'm very
we all do. We all have those days.
I have more than just days.
I was going to say.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I'm really good and I'm very clear and very direct, and then other times I say things like gushy. I wouldn't be so worried about it, Megalodon. It's it looks really good from afar, and like I have done way less to my like infantry guys than a lot of other people have, and I still think they look good. When you look online and you
gushy
see
is the
people
new
who are
black.
like painting every panel on like armor stuff and painting all the gloves and stuff, like you don't have to go that crazy with it. You really don't. I like to put 3 colors, 2 to 3 colors on mine, or 3 to 4 colors, because I spray them all with the base color. So yeah, it's really easy. Once you get them in hand and you paint up a little base of them. Where's my hand? There it is. Then you'll be good. Yeah, I have good eyesight, and I still can't handle that. It's not worth it. Spend your time on the tanks, because the tanks are more visible, and they're going to be more of a focal point of your army. The rest of it is just going to be a sea of bodies. So, don't worry about those nearly as much. Thanks for the advice.
But don't.
Oh, that was a good one. I'll take that one. You get the seal of approval from me. It may not be the monument seal of approval, but it is an approval.
Nobody understands that yet.
I know. But Jason does. And you do. And they will. And I'm excited for them to find out.
Soon.
Soon.
That old cat knows.
The old cat knows. Jabe knows.
Chair guy.
Chair guy knows.
Chair guy's ditched us the past 2 days. Well, longer than that. Megalodon said, Jason, just a heads up, Scott is going to ask you about Noosh when you go to play Battletech. I brought it up on his stream earlier, and he wanted to know more about it.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good.
Is this a varnish joke? Maybe.
The seal of approval?
Maybe not.
You're not allowed
You'll
to
have
know
to
those
wait
things.
and find out.
Your clearance level's not high enough.
Dim the Creative. Hello.
Hello.
And Marie Burgess wants to know, what legion are you painting for Legions Imperialis?
So I'm doing a custom Auxilia force, but I'm doing, at least right now, I might change my mind later, in typical Baby J fashion. But for right now, I'm doing Iron Warriors.
New hire, Mr. Matthew Varnish. Did have a new employee start today, though.
Mm-hmm.
I brought him around on a tour and brought him in here. He's like, oh.
So this is what it's like.
I expected. I'm like, what, do you think it was going to be bigger? And he said, yeah.
Yeah.
And he also didn't realize that you guys were standing.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah. That he thought you guys were just sitting here painting.
You definitely get used to it, though.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, Jason and I have been painting since before Monument Hobbies existed.
Yeah.
I mean, have been standing up to paint since before Monument Hobbies existed.
When I was at Privateer, I had a standing desk for a very long time.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. I think you could, Megalodon. I think you could.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd be surprised.
You got to grow used to it.
It is by far the best way to paint miniatures. Bar none. No argument. Unless you just don't have the capability to stand up. Because it allows you to not put all that strain on your neck and shoulders that happens when you're painting in a sitting position and you roll your shoulders forward and all that.
Oh, Philip said, I just built a new hobby table and it's a standing desk. Jason converted me.
It's such a big difference. And every time I tell somebody and they kind of laugh and then they try one and they're like, oh my God.
Phone, yeah, painting neck, like phone neck. Yes, absolutely. Wad said, I got a standing desk topper for my desk. All it did was make me use my computer less.
Well, yeah, I don't know that everybody should have one for your computer desk. You know, a lot of what you do with a computer Working from sitting is not the end of the world. Painting, though, it will screw you up.
Sitting for too long is bad no matter what you're doing.
Yep.
So yeah, if you sit at a desk all day, it's good to have a standing option.
Yeah, I've definitely had like issues with my like muscles and stuff in my hip as a result of sitting too much in the past. So
Yeah,
I can
so
attest.
they're both standing. They
We are
stand
both
all the
standing.
time.
Yep. All the bases dry brush. I'm throwing a little bit of brown wash over them, thin down with a little bit of water, just to get it so it's not super intense.
Hello, Avian.
Hello, Avian.
Yeah, no, that's what we were just talking about. That I was showing someone around today, and he didn't realize that they were standing, that they stood all the time.
We are magical unicorns that stand.
Stand all day at work. By the time you get home, you want a load off, and that's fine. This is work for them, on their work day, and they sit at their desks.
Yeah.
When they're not here painting, so
Ooh.
a nice
I have to say,
break for 2 hours.
I walked to go get. I walked to go get Wendy's, so this is like not that exciting, but it was nice to like get out and walk.
You walked to what?
I walked to get Wendy's today
Oh, yeah.
for lunch. I went out to my car and I was like, "This is like such a short walk.
Yeah.
Why the heck am I getting in my car?"
Yep. Stand and don't eat the paint. What is this place?
We care.
We care.
We care a lot.
So win unicorn merch for Baby J and Sophie's to wear? Huh? So win unicorn merch.
Jen
Why-
has the
why
unicorn
do they need
merch.
unicorn merch?
I don't wear a unicorn.
J-
We have patches.
Jason has
Unicorn patches.
the slow fuse bomb snail merch, and mine is yet to be decided.
Ghost Hunter wants to know, Jordan, if you're going to noosh the ant army.
No. Nope. Washes generally work better. Just because you can apply them faster, and there's not a whole lot to be wiping off of, 6mm mans. So.
Oh, you said you were standing unicorns, Jordan. Apparently.
I did. Mondo Brain Development Unicorn. I consider
Bakamaru,
myself
my
part of that
Christmas
crew.
to Monument is not eating paint for the rest of this month. I mean, that's really a gift to you.
Yeah, it is. Also, it should be extended past just this month. Also, hi,
Oh no,
Gentleman
Avian,
Paints.
apparently he said it. I just didn't pay attention to that part. Gentleman
No,
Paints.
you were
hello.
correct. I said what I said. Drink
Nope.
paint is not okay.
Not okay. Same as eating, just less teeth. What is noosh? I don't know. I think you mean noosh.
Douche.
NEWSH is our brand new weathering medium.
Mhm.
It's a new wash.
Mhm.
That's how it got its name. We made that up because the product didn't exist until we made it. So we felt like we could make it up.
Yep.
And it's a medium, so you can add any color paint to it and use it to replicate like a wash, right? Like an oil wash.
Yep.
Mhm.
It is meant as an alternative for oil
not
and
used it
enamel
yet.
washes, but it's a complete acrylic formula, water-based, no solvents necessary to clean it up, but it applies and subtracts like an oil wash. If you're familiar with oil and enamel washes, you typically apply them over a surface and then take them away to reveal the surface underneath. And the only way that works is when the paint has a longer open timing. It takes a lot longer to set up and start curing. So we have come up with a way to do that with acrylics.
Can it reactivate? No, not once
No.
it's dry.
Mm-mm.
Not once it's dry.
Panic Bomb nooshed some mix last night.
Nice.
It's
Excited.
it's meant-
Warpig, put our YouTube link up. We've got some videos on our YouTube showing how it's used.
We do.
Yeah, the video that's up there shows how I went through the process of doing this guy. We painted him up on stream just with the base coats, and then in the course of the video, I used Noosh to do all of
that weathering, yeah.
the all-over filter, and then the streaking on him as well.
It made a huge difference in a positive way. It looks fantastic. Inspired me to paint my own, in fact, which is a little bit different.
Ghost Hunter said, plaid noosh, game delay. You add your own colors, Ghost Hunter, so now's your chance to teach Monument Hobbies how plaid paint is done. There you go. Put it back on you guys.
I did mine afterwards. Whew. I have another whole set of all of these things to paint and build. Thanks. It's a lot of stuff.
7. A 7 stream streak. Good job, Lone Samurai.
Right on. Welcome back for stream 7, 8. I don't know how that counts. Oh, 7.
Yeah, I think this one will be 7
yeah.
probably. Right, Ranger172 has a few questions. Is there a difference between coal black and the primer black, or are they interchangeable? Is there a blue close to the ultramarines blue? What color would you recommend for bones? Wanting to paint a chaplain soon. We have a color called bone.
We do. That one's easy.
Yeah, all of our ivories, bones, we've got red gray, we've got a tremendous amount of colors you can do bone with. We do have an ultramarine blue that hasn't been launched yet. You've seen me use it on stream a couple times. That'll be coming out later this year, or I say in 2024. Not much left till later this year. And what were the other questions?
Is coal black and black primer the same?
No, they're very close. Coal black is meant obviously to be a basing paint or a paint that you mix in with, whereas the primer is a primer and so will be a little bit more resilient, intended to be put on the model early in your painting. You can use it to mix with other colors if you like the black that the primer is. They're very close, but
Punisher just posted a 10 stream streak and said 7, get good, scrub.
Dang.
showed
Well,
you.
and then there's Game Delay who had 20. So Punisher.
Game Delay's still winning this one.
Punisher, it was good while it lasted.
Nice try. Effort for points. Or points for effort. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Oh gosh.
What?
I said effort for points.
Oh. Yes, Game Delay is an award-winning artist. Uh-oh, Panic Bomb claims to be at 28. We don't know, though. We haven't seen the announcement from Twitch.
Claims to be at 28. That's a big number.
We've had over 230 streams so far this year, so you're not impressing me until you're in the 200s. The gauntlet is thrown.
And Big Bobzilla said, and then there is the legendary Liars Club.
It's true. I'm not yet a part of. Haven't been here for a year yet, chat.
Wait. Big Bobzilla, guess what came to the office today?
Oh.
That's Big Bobzilla, right?
Yep, that
Yeah.
is Mustang Palmer and Big
Guess what came
Bobzilla.
to the office today and is sitting on Jason's shelf now.
In my office where people might see it.
What have you done?
We don't have a spot for it in our living room anymore. We don't have the same shelving.
She ousted it out of the house.
Uh-oh.
Big Bob. So now
Well, no, I unpacked it and was like, "Oh, we don't have the shelf anymore, so it needs to be in a place of pride. So it's here now for everyone to see. We could put it in the case in the front.
Yeah, it's in my office.
What is this mysterious
Like
thing?
just below regular eyesight, like as kind of a, oh God.
You're
I
just
need to
gonna have
go
to
run
go
to
in
your
there and
office?
see for yourself. It's enjoyable.
I'll check it out after stream. Make sure that
I mean,
this
I feel
is
like you should just go look at it right now,
Should
just so we can get
my reaction to it.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'll go. I'll be right back.
So when you go in to the left, it's on the shelf on the left side of the door, and it's
Okay.
down. Kind of.
Big Bob, you're about to be
It's
immortalized.
just
Will I
it's
know
a
it?
frame. You'll know what it is. Yeah, you'll get it.
All right.
I mean, it's yeah.
Monologuing what's going
If
on.
you think that belongs there, then we have a serious conversation that we need to have.
He's not ready. He is not ready, Big Bob. He does not know what's about to happen.
But bring it back so stream can see. We probably do need to. I don't know. Do we need?
It's been
to
a
show
lot of
everyone?
years.
Do we
It's been
need
a
to
lot of
show
years since
everyone?
people have had to see this.
Is it appropriate for stream? That's questionable.
Very questionable. Bring it back with you. Bring it back with you.
He's saying, "Oh my God, what am I seeing? What am I looking at?" Did you bring it? Yeah. Okay.
I'll let you do
Did
the
Bob
honors.
send him a bad dragon?
Oh no, I'm not
no?
touching that thing.
What?
You got to show it off. These are people you don't even know. You met Big Bob.
I bet Big Bob.
All right, you guys,
Hold on,
are
I
you
gotta
ready
put
for
gloves
this?
on before touching this
I wanted to
thing.
see it.
Oh.
I didn't know he was bringing it.
Hold on, I gotta put gloves on.
Oh yeah, Phil wasn't around for this.
I wasn't. No, that's why I'm here.
Don't touch it without gloves.
Oh, so
You never know.
Without gloves.
That's adorable.
That's adorable.
I love it.
All right, all right.
This is how our community treats me. By the way. This is how my community treats me.
This is a personalized, yeah, right? I know, right? Aw, there's some-
Y'all aren't ready.
I think that unicorn
I
is
wasn't
shooting
ready.
penises out of its forehead, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, the drawing up at the top. Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that's our community chat.
There's penis on the top.
All right.
We don't get a lot of gifts anymore. We used to get gifts like this all the time. Now people send us cookies and boxes of Hostess.
So what Jen is saying is she wants more of those kinds of gifts instead.
The unicorns are a great touch.
They're a great something.
We got that delivered at a convention, I think.
Or
Oh,
it was
gosh.
Adepticon. Did we adult content this stream? Oh, Jade. Jade's like, what did I walk into? Aaron Lovejoy painted?
Huh?
Painted what?
Hey, what? Oh, did he paint those?
Yeah, at Adepticon.
Yeah, it was Adepticon.
He
Uh-huh.
put the other things on there.
It's not on his desk. So it used to be, we had these shelves on our old living room wall. And it had a spot in our living room at our old house.
It belonged in the
Oh,
living room.
Aaron painted the artwork on the frame? I thought those were stickers. Are they stickers or is there painting on there?
No, he specifically painted this part. This was painted with a
Oh,
paintbrush.
does that say Aaron?
Nope. It does, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
It is signed Aaron.
That's Aaron's contribution.
All right. Yep.
So anyway, that was on a shelf in our living room at our old house. We moved like 6 months ago, and it's been in a box since then. And over the weekend, I was unpacking some things because it takes me that long to unpack, and found it, but we don't have the same shelves, so there wasn't a great place for it at home. And also, we felt very selfish keeping it in our home for just ourselves to see. We felt more people needed to see the beauty of it. So
we need to share that with the world.
we brought it, and I put it in Jason's office today. The fact that there are such a limited number of what did I walk into moments on this stream is pretty remarkable, honestly. Only
That's
because you're
honestly kinda
here for
true.
them. You're here for all of them, and you're not catching them right when you walk in. You're just already here, so you don't notice them as much. The Ghost Hunter said the picture makes up for a lack of banana.
That's
That's good.
It does do that.
that's
All
fair.
is right in the world then. We've
that is
restored the
Definitely
balance.
does do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that is certainly a replacement for the banana at the beginning of the stream. If you can't have a banana, have an interesting photo.
I had nothing to do with that. That was all Big Bobzilla.
Yeah, they did that of their own accord.
All right. Definitely not. I have gotten similar things from friends that I have, while not necessarily on purpose wanted to keep, were forced to.
I mean, a gift like that you have to keep. Just for the story. Just for the fact that how many years later are we still enjoying this?
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Enjoy is a strong word.
maybe unfortunately. I don't know if this is fortunate or unfortunate, but my buddy Hayden, when we were younger, not too much younger than we are now.
I was gonna say you're still pretty young, so
Yeah.
younger like last year.
He took a big old photo of his butt and he put it as the background on my
whoa
computer
now.
when he was hanging out. And
Wait, what? Like,
so
was
we
it
lived together for
covered?
like
Was it
4
clothed
years.
or was it a moon?
It was a moon.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a
Full
moon.
moon, huh?
Yeah. So he put it as the background on my computer, and obviously I removed it. But for whatever reason, unbeknownst to me, it remained as the tile on one of my things on the home menu forever. I could not get rid of it. I had completely removed the image from my computer, but it had just stuck to the tile and remained there until I wiped the computer and got rid of it.
Great, yeah. Like the last time you guys saw him, he gave you chocolate milk and pie.
Which was great. I didn't
This-
partake of any of the pie.
The
That was all
photo
him.
is, I mean, how do you compare?
He enjoyed the pie though, from what I understand.
It's delicious.
And the chocolate milk was excellent. So, kudos to you, Big Bobzilla. It also was nice to meet you in person at Nova. I am familiar with this form of terrorizing. Yes. We were a bit of pranksters when we were growing up. That's for sure. Yeah, I spent a lot of time going back and forth on silly and obnoxious things with that man. And we would terrorize our Boy Scout troop too, which was great.
Horrible humans, all of you.
We're great human beings. Comma, we just like trolling people sometimes.
Says yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
I mean, it is.
You don't get to vote for yourself.
People do it all the time. Am I wrong? Don't answer that. I'm not. Don't answer that.
Forcing a file on the desktop just called porn that cannot be accessed, removed, moved, etc. is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Didn't have that. But definitely unfroze my computer to a big old picture of my best friend's butt, which was weird. Adepticon's gonna be great. Yeah, I'm very excited. It's always a great show. It's a crazy show, but it is always a good show. It was actually the show that convinced me to that painting was the career that I wanted to be in.
Adepticon?
Yeah. I had switched from selling phones and stuff, and it was, maybe 6 to 8 months later, and I was, still scared about the whole, complete career shift thing. And I found out all the amazing things that you could do with the art, and it was like, wow, okay, cool. I'm in.
Wait, so you had painted miniatures before, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
I meant more to the effect of like you could treat it as more of an art form than just painting armies and stuff like that, or even painting studio models for that matter.
Well, Tomato, I'm apparently at a 21 stream streak, and at 25 I get 480 bonus channel points.
Nice.
It's a good thing he can use those for so
and
much.
a recognition.
We got to find something to let these folks unload their channel points on.
Do we though?
Also seems to be
I
just
think
a
so.
desktop thing right now.
Do we though?
Yeah.
No, we don't do noises anymore.
1,000,000 channel points, and I'll paint right-handed for the rest of the stream. See? We can do stuff like that.
10,000 channel points, paint a mini of our choice.
Mo, I have 563,000 channel points.
I have a lot.
T-Schmidt, I'm 20,000 away from 1,000,000 channel points. Alrighty.
A lot of points floating around, that is for sure.
So we've been doing this a while. I don't know when they instituted
I don't wanna do
channel
that at
points
all.
and if they gave you any sort of grandfathering in of your time on channels or not. But as we posted yesterday, we've been doing this a while.
It's alright, Megalodon. You'll get there. I have faith.
Megalon's got like 100.
He's
I
got 32K.
don't even know what the point of them is.
They're just, you can make alerts and highlight messages and get the streamer's attention and stuff like that.
The highlight messages works. I know that. And I think they can add like sunglasses to the emotes or something.
Yeah, they can use it for chat stuff and
Like that, exactly. Megalodon said, I will save up so Baby J can paint all my Ultramarines Legion stuff. Pay with channel points.
That would be a lot of channel points. That'd be a lot of channel points. We have to discuss
there
with
you
Jason
go.
what that looks like in channel points. What do you think?
I think like 20.
20?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I think for like 20 or 30 channel points, Baby J will paint you an army.
Oh no. All of a sudden, everybody has 0 channel points, and I have nothing to do but paint models for
And
the
you
rest
have
of
a
my life.
million.
Yeah.
You're about to be channel point rich, Baby J.
Yeah.
We make a video of Jordan just rolling around in channel points.
Yes.
Uh-oh, Gabe's got 100,000. Get ready. Have I got some work for Baby J?
Yeah. I like painting armies too.
Not that much.
I don't like it that much though. I had somebody ask if I would paint 30 models
It's
for
just
them.
him rolling on the floor because channel points are real. That was my point.
Had a friend ask if I'd paid 30 models for him the other day, and I was like, "You're out of your mind. That's a lot of models."
All right, so Bob used the. Oh, it's a. On top of the Jason face.
These look so much better with the.
DK's like, I'm over 100K. It's only 20, so you can have a lot of armies painted.
Oh my gosh, that's so many.
That was like
A
20,
lot.
50,
Carry the
5,000. I don't know. A lot.
How many channel points to unlock the popcorn machine? We actually talked a little bit about the popcorn machine today and determined that they're very difficult to clean. So I think that is another check in the no column for the popcorn machine. And it gets stuck in people's teeth, and I don't want to see people picking their teeth all day.
Could we get a machine that just pumps out Boston baked beans all day? I'd do that.
Unironically, you probably could make that machine.
I'd do that.
You probably could.
I'd do that. That sounds good. Let's do that.
I have to admit that actually sounds really good.
Let's do that. I love them too, Bill. I never think about them though, so I haven't had them in years.
Is that the candy?
Yeah,
Okay. Like the peanut with the
it's like a peanut with a hard candy shell.
Yeah, those are really good.
I forgot about those.
Like that red sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like kind of spiky, right? The shell.
Yeah,
they
rough
have
texture,
like a rough
generally.
texture pattern. Yeah.
Yeah, I always liked those.
Nope. It was me and Jason and Jabe was there and Shelby and Shannon
For what?
talking about cleaning the popcorn machine.
Oh,
Gabe
yeah.
was the one who started it. He
Gabe
said
just really
cleaning
wants
a
this
popcorn
popcorn
machine.
machine.
No, he said cleaning a popcorn machine is terrible.
Yeah, Gabe was not a help to me in the whole let's
Wasn't
get a
helping the
popcorn
cause.
machine thing.
You remember they exist when you go on road trips. That's your road trip food. We talked about road trip food too.
Gabe's
'Cause
just
Jason
really
said he
excited to
likes
road trip with the crew.
Pretzels.
We went out to lunch the other day with our crew for LVO, ironically enough. And we were talking about road trips. It was funny.
I don't know if you. I mean, more of a drive. I don't know if you call that one a road trip because it's only like 4 hours.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. I've never really done a road trip then. I guess technically my drive here was a road trip, but I don't know if I would count that.
Why not?
I feel like a road trip is more of like a vacation type thing.
Oh,
Like you're going to go have fun doing stuff.
it's a trip. Like you're gonna go back home at the end. I
Correct.
see.
Yeah. Whereas I was just getting here to move.
Well, but
Not that I
you
wasn't
sound like
enjoying-
it was terrible.
Well,
I
well,
was
yeah,
getting
hold on,
here.
let me also say that I was enjoying the opportunity of coming here and it was exciting. However, not a road trip.
Philip worked at a movie theater all 4 years of high school. Cleaning the popcorn machine was the worst job.
What about it is so bad? I don't even know what's involved in cleaning a popcorn machine.
Oils
There's
and
oil and
nasty dirt.
salt and.
Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Even I have to admit, cleaning it would suck. But since I don't have to, I will keep advocating.
Slovak. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, 20 points. That's it. That's all it costs.
This is a lie. I'm telling you right now, this is a lie.
2 words. Butter.
Wait a minute.
Where's the other word? I don't see another word.
Butter and
2
butter.
words. Butter.
Butter.
Oh, chat.
The grease gets in nooks and crannies, and it's a square. Oil and butter, which is a Friday night for me anyway, so I mean, what's the big deal? Why are you bothering to clean the flavor out of it?
That's what I keep asking. It's like a nice seasoned cast iron pan. You just keep
Yeah,
cooking
just
the
keep it that way.
popcorn until the machine breaks. Then you get a new machine.
That's the same.
Season the new machine.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, there are people who have had pots stewing stuff for like 100 years.
Jin's like,
Oh, shoot. I mean, the nice thing is those pots are heated enough that, you know, they're just constantly
Yeah,
boiling.
exactly. You smell of rancid oil. Blech. And you have to clean it because you can't eat oil that's gone bad like that. Darth Mullen wants to know what game the mechs belong to.
These? These are all for a game called Legions Imperialis. The new epic scale Warhammer 30k game that features a lot of itty bitty awesome tanks, which I'm very excited to play.
Can I drop the armies off at Adepticon? I guess Baby J is lucky I only play skirmish games.
No, I will not. I will not. I will not do this. You can't make me do it.
Big Bogzilla said, "What about a smoker for outside the shop?" We have one. He's called Ruben.
It's called Ruben.
But no, like a food smoker or a grill would get stolen like
Immediately.
within 10 minutes. Probably.
Well, we could probably like roll it into the warehouse. We just have to find a good place to store it.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah. That'd be fun though.
I put it in the
To
courtyard.
do as a group.
Baby Jay will do anything for chat, except when he won't.
Oh, yeah, that's like true for most people, right? I'll do anything you tell me to do until I say no. And then no.
It's called botulism. No one wants that.
I don't know. Is it fun?
Speak for yourself.
A contest where the reward is Baby J or Jason paints you one model gotta be cheaper than go bags? Nope, it's actually not. We would probably give away a go bag first.
Very likely. Yeah. I used to think Baby J was cool. Wow, Panic Bomb. I just want to let you know that hurts my feelings.
You don't have feelings.
Just because I'm a trader doesn't mean I don't have feelings.
It does, actually.
No, that's not how it works.
Selmanilli.
I have feelings. I have strong feelings, in fact,
Incorrect.
about chaos and the not so brethren of mine.
Incorrect.
Wait, feelings plural? More than one?
You're supposed to have more than one? Wait a minute.
Ooh.
I've been lied to.
Slovak, I have a great meme for you that I need to create and put up on the Discord. Related to that.
Oof.
It will be excellent.
James DeLay said, botulism. I found a can of tomatoes in my parents' pantry that was bulging out at the top. I took it outside with a hammer and an awl to mess around. It sprayed enough to spin on the ground, and it smelled terrible.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
not great. I
Canned
can tell you
food
that's not what you
can
want.
Go bad. Ranger said Adepticon looks awesome. Never heard of it before. Sad to see it's in Illinois, though, long ways from California.
Yeah.
It's actually right. I mean, it's kind of far, but it's right in the middle.
I would encourage you, if you have an opportunity to go at some point, to go, because it's a great show.
Yeah, make the plan. If not this year, maybe go, or if not in 2024, because that's the next one.
Yep.
Maybe 2025. So I'll have time to figure out a plan, because it's super fun. Lots to see and do.
The venue's great. Probably like one of my favorite venues
It really
as far
is a
as
good
shows
Yeah.
across all of the ones that we go to on a yearly basis. Although Nova was pretty good, I have to admit. The layout was a little weird, but the staff at that place was great.
All right. How do you get rid of bad tomato smell? Do you need to wash it with skunk scent?
Oh no. No. No, 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 no.
I respect this joke. Boston baked beans are from a Chicago-based candy company.
That is
That's
actually
interesting.
hilarious. Who would have thunk that they wouldn't be made in Boston?
And they're not beans.
And they're not actually beans.
Legumes?
Legumes.
Overlord Tweak working on my contest entry for the month. Krampus and his skin cloak are coming along nicely.
Nice, I
Excellent.
like it.
Blech.
I'm excited to see what everybody's done for this month. I try to avoid looking at the submissions early.
Hawaiian pizza flatbread was created in Canada. Yeah, with Canadian bacon, which is ham.
What is?
Hawaiian pizza, Canadian bacon.
Yeah, that stuff's just ham.
It's just ham.
It's just ham. Bacon is just a very different thing.
Oh, Awkwardish Panda snow globe kit got here today.
Oh my gosh.
That one I'm excited
Nice.
I am so excited that you're doing that, Awkwardish.
Nice. Slow globes.
That's
slow
awesome.
globes. Snow globes get extra credit.
Yeah, you will get extra credit for that for sure.
about. Giant skin cloak robot.
That's
He's sitting
kind of scary too.
right over on the shelf, I think.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Skin Cloak Robot.
The Guardian.
The Guardian. He's not so great at doing that.
He guarded the people pretty well. Saved them just long enough to use their skin as a cloak.
Xrian, in our Discord each month, I just posted the link, we do a painting challenge. So if you look on the menu on the left and scroll probably like all the way toward the bottom, you'll see, I don't know what they're called, but you'll see
Challenges.
it'll say
Discord
December
challenges?
2023
Yeah.
will be the first one. And you just click on it and the description will be at the top. And yeah, join in. It's fun. They're just challenges meant to get you to try different techniques or use different colors or paint a different type of model than you typically would.
Yeah, we picked some
And we
weird
do
stuff.
feedback at the end of each month. We look at each submission and talk about them and give away some prizes.
You should check it out. All the information. So when you click on the channel, by the way, make sure to check out the pinned post because it will have all
Yes.
the information about the challenge on it.
Yeah,
no
go back
idea.
and look at some of the past months. You can kind of see how it works. You got to post your unpainted model with the date on it, which you can write on a piece of paper or something next to it. Got to post that when you start, and then when you're done, you post one that says that that's your last one, and it has to be there by like the last day of the month.
Yeah. Yeah. This month will be the first base I've ever done. Nice.
Oh,
That's exciting.
Very cool.
Are you like me? All of your models stand in an empty parking lot. Yes, post your finished model in the right channel.
That's a good question for Jabe.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's on YouTube
No.
yet, but it should still be in a VOD because we just did it last Thursday.
Yes, we did do it.
So
last
the
Thursday.
VOD will still definitely be here on Twitch.
Yeah, if it's not in the VOD, it will be in the YouTube. It'll be in YouTube.
I think he meant the opposite. If it's not on YouTube, it'll be on a VOD. Because it'll be
I
on
guess
the
it works
VOD.
either way, but yeah.
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 In 40K, war must have turned the world into empty parking lots.
I mean,
That's right.
some planets, yeah, definitely.
Glass them.
Yeah, they get glassed. Not a whole lot left on those planets. Most of your painted guys are Tyranids, so the empty parking lot is lore specific. That is accurate.
Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing.
How's the Queen Puppers today? Spoiled rotten.
Spoiled rotten.
Oh my gosh.
But what happened this time?
Nothing, she's just spoiled.
Oh, okay.
She's just very, very, very
Fair
spoiled.
enough.
She doesn't like to get up in the morning because it's cold.
I mean, I don't blame her there.
Wants to just lay in there and snuggle. Makes it difficult then to get out of bed because how could you resist snuggling a cute dog?
That's also true. Yep. Where are there? We go.
Queen Puppers isn't a nickname for Jabe? Oh.
Yeah, where's Queen Pupper's Jabe? And some dark bronze here for the Aquillas on the bases.
Xrian joined the Discord and ready for the next one. Got some commissions to get through first. Awesome. Songer said, is it just me or are the new bottles a little stiffer than the ones from the OG sets? Like the original 17 mil OG sets because those were pretty stiff. You've missed work because mornings are the only times the cat jumps into bed.
Oh my gosh.
So she has a blanket. Well, first, all the blankets are hers, if you ask her. But she does have a blanket that kind of sits off in the corner. She doesn't like a dog bed for some reason. She chews them up and like doesn't have any interest in them. But she will she likes to lay on our blankets. So she has an old like comforter that is folded up in the corner. And she lays on it once in a while, but right now because it's cold, she wants to just be next to us. But she'll go over there. I'll hear her sometimes in the middle of the night, like she's thinking she wants to go lay on her blanket, and she like, she's like digging it around and like
she does her
moving
nesting
it.
thing.
She's
Yeah.
like, and then it like spreads it all out, and then she finds toys underneath it because she takes her toys over there and like chews on them, and yeah, she's just silly. She has her own heated blanket and can likely control her own space heater temperature. Cornflake Justice, hello.
Hello, Cornflake Justice. How are you doing today?
Slavic said, Jordan, I commend you for painting these guys and showing me that I have zero interest in this game.
Okay. All right. Good job, Slavic. I can respect the honesty.
Oh, yeah, Megalodon, she does that too.
What's that?
Megalodon said, every time my 100-pound black lab jumps on the couch, she spins around 4 times, knocking all the pillows on the floor before she flops down. Yeah, Cora definitely has to. Well, we were talking about this too. Like, I'll sit on the couch with a blanket, and when she's ready to like start to wind down her day, she moves from where Jason is sitting, where she's like all in his face. She comes walking over to me, digs up my blanket, tries to steal it all so she can fluff it up for herself, spins around a couple times, and then plops down.
What a monster.
I wish Cora had talking buttons.
Talking
I'm
buttons.
dying to know what she would say. Oh yeah, no, I come home every day and the couch pillows are like the throw pillows from the couch are on the floor. The blankets, there's 2 blankets on the couch. Those are usually on the floor, at least one of them. Lately it's been both. That's us, Megalodon. 100%. Cora is in Jason's face all the time, but when she's ready to sleep, she comes and lays next to me.
Yep.
I feel like that's the
And sleeps
alpha.
up next to mom.
Yep.
Very rarely
It's
does she
pack behavior.
cuddle with dad.
Yeah. It's I think it's pack behavior, right? Because she like you're the alpha, so she like
Yep.
but all the ladies, we hang out together. Wait, that's a real thing?
What's a real thing?
T. Schmidt said, get her some talking buttons. It's almost Christmas and dogs. Are these the things that they step on?
Yeah.
I've seen those and I think they're fake. I see the videos all over TikTok and they just seem fake to me.
Gotta try it out. You never know.
So-
Then you're gonna have Cora having full-on conversations
Oh my
with you guys.
gosh, I don't know if we need that actually.
That's what I say.
As much
Do
as
you
I
think you
say,
can
like,
handle
oh,
that?
it'd be so cool. No, I don't know. A stubborn Great Pyrenees who,
We
despite
get one of those 88 key pianos
yeah,
and
Yeah.
put English word waveforms on all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, dad. Food? No.
no, have I shown you those videos at all of the dogs who use those buttons and
Mm-mm.
answer questions? It's crazy. They seem fake.
You want to go
Like, there's
outside?
no way.
Yes.
Yep. You just have to train them to use it. Oh, they take so much training. She's really smart.
Yeah, Cora would hit food,
Yeah,
food,
she would.
food. No, it would be like scritches,
Yeah.
scritches,
Belly rub.
scritches, scritches, outside, food. Scritches, 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 outside, food.
Millimeter Matt was saying we have a stubborn Great Pyrenees who, despite not being allowed, will sneak onto the couch when no one is looking. The other day, I caught her belly up on the couch, head on a pillow, and all. That's so funny. That's like a Great Dane type size, super big.
Pyrenees?
A Great Pyrenees.
Big dogs.
My aunt and uncle had a Great Dane, and he thought he was a lapdog. Like 100% thought he was very small, but he could walk up to the counter and just lift his head a little bit and take something off the counter. He didn't have to, reach up at all. They work, and I'm telling you, don't get a boxer an outside button. He'll go step on it and look at me like 100 times. See, that's the thing, is that on a weekend, she would be very annoying. Dogs can learn something like 150 words and can, to an extent, understand their context and proper usage. I mean, she does know. I mean, dogs know commands, right? They can learn that. Big fluffy Great Dane. Oh, so cute. They're just dogs in horse form. Massive, big old fluffy thing.
You mixing up over there?
Some brown transparent.
What are you gonna use it for?
The wood.
The wood? Oh yeah. So you painting the handles on their weapons?
What are you mixing it with?
Some glazed wash medium.
Oh.
A little bit of water. You know how we do.
How we do? It's just how we do around here, you know.
And then we do this.
Not Earl. No, it's not Earl. Right, so is Cora gonna get a dog DNA test and some talking buttons for Christmas?
No.
And a sweatshirt. She needs a new sweatshirt.
I think the talking buttons are a scary proposition. The DNA test is probably fine. Yeah, you think Cora's spoiled now? Wait until you can give her words.
Yeah.
Two things in the world dogs don't need: language and thumbs.
Yeah.
Omicron Samurai said my mini dachshund hangs out with a Great Dane. Oh, that's so funny. Like such a contrast. Slavic wants to know if you always do that with the transparents, Jason.
What do you mean?
Mix them with the glaze and wash medium and
No.
water.
No, I'll paint with it straight over stuff. Depends on how vibrant you want it. I just want to get a little bit more warmth to my brown. So I set it up the way that I did with the brighter olive flesh highlights, so that when I go back over it, I get kind of an orangey, dirty brown here.
I'm sure that's basically Cora. I mean, like she knows how to act, so we'll let her outside, right? She gets a little jumpy and a little bouncy, and so we'll let her outside, and then she'll just stand there.
She'll just
What?
stand there.
What?
Like, I have done it. I'm outside now. Now what?
Good boredom. Doggy boredom.
Yeah, she gets bored easy. But we have I have a little puzzle thing for her. You put treats on it, and she has to like lift the lids up and take pieces off and find the food and stuff. Supposed to wear her out, but it doesn't really. Jabe said that they did a DNA test on their dog, and it was not worth it. They have more questions than answers. We feel like ours is pretty close to something though, and it wouldn't be too much. I don't know. I just want to know if she really has Basset Hound. Did you find out that you were not the parents?
See, that's my fear. She'll have questions.
This is what parenting is like.
Things will get awkward.
It looks very glossy. Is that because it's still wet? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Because they dry matte like normal.
Yeah, I'm putting it on here real heavy.
Yeah, both our glaze and wash medium and our transparent paints have a matte finish, like the rest of our line.
I've created a wash out of it, so I'm just slopping it on. I say slopping. I'm being fairly specific on how I'm putting it on there, but once it dries, you'll see it dries matte. You can already see it starting to matte on the bottom.
Millimeter Matt said, has the stream ever talked about the Monument Hobbies journey? Like, how did it go from concept to company? Was there some working out of garages involved?
Oh, yeah.
So yes, yes, and yes.
I think we talked about it.
I guess the second one was not a yes or no question. So yes, we can tell you, and yes. Yeah, so we, Jason had been streaming. When did you start streaming video games? 2014? 2012. So Jason had started streaming video games here on Twitch, but like when it was brand new, right?
Right when they were changing from Justin TV, I had to make my first account on Justin TV, and then it switched over to Twitch, and I think that was 2012, 13. I can't remember the timeline, but yeah.
Yeah, so he had been streaming video games for a long time. Now he's been into miniatures and stuff since he was a kid, and played games and started painting at like age 10.
Worked at Games Workshop through the early 2000s.
Worked at Games Workshop. And then stopped. Like when I met him in 2016, I didn't know anything about this. Or 2015, I didn't know anything about this. In 2016, he went to stay with his mom. She had both of her knees replaced and needed help afterwards. So he went and stayed with her in Colorado, and had found a box of miniatures.
Well, I took some stuff that I had been working on, but off and on for years, and the paints and stuff. And then I ordered some miniatures off Miniature Market to get delivered when I was up there, and went and got primer from her hardware store and crap like that. But yeah.
And wasn't able to stream from her house, but
She
was
has
able
crappy
to
internet.
watch streams, and discovered that there were some people who painted miniatures on stream. So he came back and kind of repurposed the stream. I think you did both for a while, right? You still did the game. Like, you didn't just stop the games immediately.
No, I was still playing games like during the normal thing, and I think I painted at night. I don't remember.
Yeah. And so, so we were, I still, this was all brand new. I'm like, okay, whatever, you have fun. And I would listen, because, we lived together, and he would be in his room, in his office, doing his stream. And like during the video game streams, I heard a lot of yelling and a lot of like banging on the desk. And I would be like, are you okay in there? Like, are you having fun? And it just didn't seem fun. And then it changed when he started painting. He was a lot more engaged with the viewers, and he just sounded happier. And I would hear things like, oh, let me stop what I'm doing here and catch up on some of these questions, because a lot of, you see how he teaches. So he would be painting, and people would be asking him a lot of questions, and he would have to stop. And so that was at the point where I said, hey, would it help you if I came in and sat with you and read all of the chat questions? And he said yes. And so I started doing that. And then I painted, because I was like, well, this looks fun, I want to try it. So by that point, I had painted. Was his response? Yes, I'm having fun. Sometimes it was, yes. So then we switched over, and the stream just became painting, and Jason started to develop products at that point. He started to work with people to make brushes. He designed the original Go bag. He designed the rack system, the modular rack system that we still have. And then it was after we'd moved, right, that you did the white paint? Yeah. It was at the...
I don't think we did it at the old house. So yeah, it must have been here, like 2017, maybe?
Yeah, 16, 17. Or no, 17 was when we moved. So anyway, he was doing a commission, painting it on stream, and it had a white cloak, and the white was terrible. I don't remember what kind he used. It doesn't matter. Most
that happened at the old
good.
House.
That was at the old house?
That happened at the old house.
Oh, so then we did start.
Yeah, I think we made paint at the old house.
Like right before we moved, maybe.
When we had the green screen hung on the wall.
Yep.
In the room and all that. Yeah, we made paint at the old house. Because it was 2016 when we first started making white paint.
Okay. Yeah, so he just he was having a lot of trouble getting the white to go through the airbrush smoothly, and because he has an art background and has been painting so long, he had some supplies and knew what to kind of mix and create to make a better white, and it worked. And a lot of people on the stream watching it were like, well, that's kind of crazy because I have the same problems that you were having. I would like to buy that from you. And so since we had the online store where we were selling some of our own products and then some products from other manufacturers, we started just making it. And Jason taught me how to make it, and we would make it. Oh, and at some point in here, I also was starting to make soap. Yeah. And that's it. I mean, that's really where it started. We Mo still has 2 bottles of the OG white. Yeah, we would mix it up by hand in our kitchen. So not the garage. We didn't have a garage, but we made it in our kitchen. Would pour it into little bottles and would write SFG because it was Slow Fuse Gaming at that time. And people could order it. And then it became pretty popular. We had a hard time keeping up with it. Chat would ask a lot of times for more colors. And Jason initially insisted that he would not make any other color paint. But here we are.
100 and something
some
paints.
colors later.
So much for that.
So much for that.
But we did, once we committed to the full line, it was released on Black Friday of 2018. It had 29 colors. And been going ever since.
Awesome.
Yeah. What'd I leave out? Chat? Anything?
Sounded good to me.
Yeah. Was chat asking for plaid all the way back then? Probably. I don't know.
They've been asking for it since the beginning of
Plaid, you
time.
can pretty much assume that plaid and hot pink have always been the answer.
Yeah.
If Chad is involved.
And we do make everything here. You know, the paint. We make the paint here. We're just about ready to start our brush production here. We do make our soap here. We fulfill from here. We support all of the local game stores that carry the line. We support all of that. Everything happens here in this building.
Yep. We are the origin for all things Pro Acryl.
We have fluorescent pink now, Avian. What are you talking about? That's
We
as hot
do.
as you can get. Like the hottest of a hot pink.
Go Sue. What's up?
Hey, go Sue. Thank you for the sub.
Yeah, 17 months. Well into your year 2. Like it?
And then Dorkosaurus painted the Quackma Sutra, and the epic story was complete.
Oh my gosh. What a hilarious model.
It is the best thing ever.
You still have it over there, or is it in your
Oh, yeah.
office? What a hilarious submission. That was from a
Challenge,
challenge, yeah. It was from the freehand challenge.
Yep.
Back in August?
maybe. Maybe.
Slavic wants to know, Jason, how is your wash mix better than the brown wash?
Well, huzzah, huzzah.
Not better,
Throw
just a
back my
different
legs
color.
and
The
pollute
transparent
my
brown
britches
is
with
going to
delight.
give you a yellower brown, whereas the brown wash is made to be a redder brown. So it just depends on what you want, right? I used the brown wash specifically on all the bone. So all of the bones and stuff, before I went back and highlighted them, all got the brown wash. It just depends on what, on fantasy models, you wind up with a lot of brown and brownish colors. And so I'll use different bases, like the warm brown as a base to mark up for the leather straps, so they don't look exactly the same as the brown for the wood, which doesn't look exactly the same as the browns for the bone colors that I'm doing. So it really is just about, making sure that I keep enough of a randomization, so to speak, so that all the browns have their place. If I'm doing something that's Wood, I'll choose one brown. Leathers, I'll get another one, so on and so forth. So it's really not about being better than any other. It's just how I chose to choose the colors. I could have done the brown wash on the wood and then the brown transparent on the leather. That was a choice I had. It just rando how I choose.
Jen, your soap is the only soap that Big Bobzilla has used
Oh,
since
thanks,
you started
Bob.
making it. Once it was available, never went back.
I appreciate that. It's I mean,
Do you have black wash over there?
it does
Yeah,
does
I
just
think I
tend to
saved it for
work.
you. I'll get a surplus.
And it's
one.
a
black wash is
one, like
gone.
you don't need multiple, products to clean and condition and reshape. You don't need all that. And it lasts a really long time.
If you base a cloak in our dark jade and highlight zenithal with standard jade through an airbrush, which is a good wash color you can use in the recesses, I would highlight with bright jade. You want to make sure you're setting up a really good value transition if you're planning to do something over the top of that. So dark jade, bright jade, right? And then a good wash color you can use in the recesses. I mean, you could use black. You could make a purple.
Both of those would look really good. You could do a blue, make a blue wash as well. Would look neat.
With the glazed wash medium, you've got a world of opportunity to do whatever you want color-wise. Hell, you could make a wash of jade. You could use dark jade as your base, bright jade as your highlight, and then wash it all with jade. I'm just taking black wash straight right now. Treating it more like a paint. Would dark plum work as a purple? Sure. Obviously more reddish, but yeah.
I love me some dark plum. One of my favorites.
Dark plum. You know, when dealing with jade, you can do just about anything as far as a good counter as a shade. Reds. Playing with the green part of jade. Purples. You'll find that I'm a sucker for purple shadows, so pretty much anytime you ask me what color a shadow should be, I'm like, purple. Because it gives you the cool tone that I look for when I want to do shadows that, mainly would push you towards blues. As long as your purple isn't too red, red shadows, driving heat into the shadows is neat when you're really trying to pull from the cool nature of the base color. So blues, obvious. That'll make the blue side of jade stand out more if you do like a plum shadow or burgundy shadow. All that works. There's no golden rule, but I typically start from shadows being the area where you're just very drawn to do cooler tones. But warm shadows can have some really unique feel to them. You know, my Blood Angels, that's what I'm doing with the Death Company. Because they're all black armor, and I'm doing my black armor with a little bit of a blue tone to it. So it is automatically, the whole model is a lot cooler, but they're in an army of guys with red armor that are all very warm. So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah. Use a little bit of warmth to bring warmth into the black armor so it fits in the color palette.
Did you see Slavic's question about mixing the paints?
About what?
Okay. He said, Slavic said, be honest, I hear you guys mix the paints for 10 seconds before use. I'm assuming he means that he can hear you shaking them? Is that because you guys are always using them, or that's all they need?
That's pretty much all they need.
Yeah. I mean, 10 seconds seems like even a long time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Yeah.
feel like I don't ever
Yeah.
shake
It
the
does
bottle
actually
for
seem
10
like
Yeah.
a
seconds.
long time.
That seems really long to me. I would say I don't even really have to shake the bottles up that much because I use them so frequently.
If you're using them, you know, like any paint, if you're using them all the time, sitting down, painting daily, then
Yeah.
you probably don't have to shake very much at all.
Yeah.
On
they
the other
stick
hand,
pretty
if
well
you're,
mixed.
you know, if you're away from painting for a while, you may have to shake longer. You'll probably find yourself shaking your metallics longer than your other paints because they will settle
Yeah.
more.
Yep.
It's the nature of having
There's a couple
all of
colors that need a little more shaking.
that solid particle in them, but
Slavic, no, we don't have a list of triads. We have a few, but it's not like our intention to
Yeah.
necessarily.
The
create
line's
them as
definitely not
triads.
designed for it,
Yeah.
but
it
we
just
do
kinda
have
happened that
a
way.
few. Our
The
grays are a good
grays.
example. Jade is a good example.
Yeah, the grays, jade.
There's some that have like
Yellow
parts of
green.
them. Yeah, dark yellow green.
Yellow
green,
green
bright
has
yellow
dark
green.
yellow and
Yep.
or dark bright and regular.
There's like dark umber and light umber.
Yeah, that's only two.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's like we have most of that one there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some that have like light and dark.
Yeah.
There's a gray blue and dark gray blue, but not a light gray blue.
Malevflow Shinobi.
What?
You know, if you're trying to sneak in here like a ninja, Twitch is not helping you out here.
Announcing it all over.
Just
the
announcing
place.
it everywhere. Well,
Boogie's
hello,
in.
Raiders.
He boogied in.
Welcome.
hello.
Hope you guys had a great stream. What were you? Oh, go ahead.
Slavic said no, just he's like, well, I didn't take out a timer, but what about first use, fresh out of the box? How do you know when it's done?
Well, generally speaking, if you have a paint that is unmixed and you put it out of the bottle, it will not look like the right color. So, oftentimes it'll be like either a little bit of clear or it'll be kind of a weird like hue of that color. Just shake it back up.
I literally am like, you know, shake a,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Keep in mind that there is an 8mm glass agitator in it, so that's a
Yes.
pretty decent sized mixing ball in there.
Well, the nice thing is, especially if you're ordering from us, if you're ordering direct from Monument,
yeah.
there is
Yeah.
never a paint that sits around here for long.
Never.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
they're cycled
That's a good point.
constantly.
The only time you ever have to think about it is if you're at a store that, I mean, even then, most of our stores run through their paint pretty frequently.
Stores, you have to be careful because
But-
stores are in a rack, and if
Yeah.
they sell
Right.
down to one
That's
and they
true.
refill from the front, that
Yeah.
one at the back
Correct.
could be the paint
be
that
a
stays there
little older.
forever,
That's
and then
true,
you finally
yeah.
are the one that buys that one paint.
Yeah.
So you know, the way our stuff is it just gets rotated through. There's not an old paint. We're always
Well-
pulling from the oldest to the newest.
And you know what's really interesting? You know, so my initial batch of paints, Pro Acryl
going on,
paints
my
that
love?
I had, I got from you back in like 2018.
Yeah.
And those things are perfect. Like it.
They were in small bottles too, right?
No.
Oh, larger
Yours
bottles.
are in the
Yeah,
bigger
so
bottles, yeah.
2019.
Oh, was it 2019?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like right after, because I got the base set and I got expansion 1 and expansion 2
Fire Arc, awesome.
was what I got from you guys.
And welcome, Raiders. Hope everybody's having a good week. Good kickoff. It's Tuesday.
We're painting things.
We're painting things.
Well, I'm not, but they are.
Mo's got some old 17 mil
Some
bottles.
old OGs. Fire Arc just got a base set today. So excited. Awesome.
Rating is the least
It
sneaky
is
thing
the
you can do.
least
It is,
sneaky.
technically. The
Yeah.
least sneaky thing.
It really is. Twitch is good on announcing those kinds of things.
Although we're not hearing them
Correct.
today for some reason.
Did it still not do its thing?
I mean, the bot is working. It's announcing it in chat, but the sound is not.
Oh.
So something might be muted somewhere. I don't know.
Well.
I only know what I know about this stuff.
That is accurate.
Oh my gosh, I
That is
So
Very
dumb
Harry
today.
Carey kind of thing to say there.
Huh?
It's a very Harry Carey kind of thing to say. I only know what I know.
I only know what I know about this stuff. It was I felt so dumb today. I came in to everything up
you
and the
told me
computer
about
on, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, I can't see anything. There's no, like, everything is black on the screen. I could see myself. Everything on for your guys was black. Like, what is happening? So I'm like, all right. I get very nervous when it comes to clicking
this is
things.
off?
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all off.
Yeah.
I get nervous clicking things, but I'm like, okay, two painter, everything seems right. So I went to Gig. I'm like, Gabe, I don't know what, cameras aren't working. He comes in and he looks, he's like, oh, yeah, it's because no one came in here and turned anything on. I'm like, well, that's usually what I do. And I haven't done it in so long because I've been busy and I haven't started the stream in probably a couple weeks. Probably since before Black Friday. Because I
Yeah.
missed like a whole week of stream.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
I've been in here just making sure everything
Yeah,
gets
I
all
look
set
up,
up right.
I'm like, okay, all the lights are on, but the ceiling lights only. The lamp, your lights were not on. I totally forgot that I had to hit the light switches on the wall in order to see. Gabe comes
Well-
in, he's like, oh, click, click. There's
There you
everything on
go.
the screen.
there you go. Works now.
Do you need us to notify you? I've got two kinds of wet in my pants. Oh wait, I just thought that one through for the first time.
What?
Wait, what? That just occurred to you?
That's game delay, not me.
Oh, okay.
I've been like asking people, what's the second kind for
Yeah,
like 8
ever,
years?
forever. No,
I
that
know,
was-
but I'm
that
not
was
gonna
not
tell
me
ya.
saying that. That was game delay. JP Gray, hello.
JP Gray.
Hello.
Hello.
It is, yeah. It's just part of the noise. I'm like, I know there's a noise. Now you're gonna think about it.
Almost done with these guys. That's exciting.
I will let everyone know, since we haven't talked about this since the beginning of the stream. There's a lot more people here now.
Oh yeah.
On Friday of this week, we are having our Monument Hobbies holiday stream party.
Extravaganza!
Extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
So we every year we do a Monument Christmas party for the crew, and that happens to be next week. But this week we want to invite you guys to join in on the celebration, and we at our regular stream time is not changing. So 2:00 Mountain Time we'll start just like normal. And the crew is going to get some time to hang out and hobby or game or whatever they would like to do. And they're going to come in and spend some time on the stream and do some giveaways. So Friday, join us here, 2:00 Mountain Time, for our holiday party. You might win a prize.
Yeah. We're doing some
some
giveaways. We're
fun.
letting the crew choose what they want to give you.
Yep.
So
I said
if you
the
see
word
any of the crew in
again.
chat, you might want to butter them up for some good stuff.
Again, I haven't said what we're giving away.
We're giving Baby J away.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
here.
Well, Philip is giving Jordan away. So be here.
Still curious as to what you did to Phil.
Nothing.
Well, Phil's just mean. Phil got yelled at this morning.
You got yelled at this morning?
Yeah, by Maddie.
By
Who did?
Maddie?
Phil did?
Yeah,
Wait, like, actually?
yeah, she's mean. Phil was just being all nice.
She's little, but
Fierce.
Fierce
mean,
but
huh?
small.
What'd she do? What'd she say? What did Phil do?
Yeah, you gotta give us the scoop. If you
I
can.
don't know. I don't want to get involved.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Got it.
I saw her
Well,
rage.
Jabe's giving away your desk chair, Jordan.
Oh. Oh. I need that, though.
Phil wants his job. Phil wants Jordan's job?
Wait, what?
That's why he's giving you away, because he wants your job, is what they're saying.
Oh.
Ghost Hunter said, can Phil paint as well as Jordan, though? Jabe can paint, but won't. Jabe painted on stream. Jabe and Christmas Sushi painted on stream one day.
Well,
This
he
is
tried
true.
to on one day.
Well,
and then they
so
were
one
able
and
to.
like a quarter of a day.
Yeah.
Crisscross applesauce for the rest of the time for you, Jordan.
That sounds awful. My legs aren't flexible enough to do that particularly well. Which I realize is a thing I should probably remedy. Whew. Alright. Ogres are done. Most of these little sentinel things are done. Gonna give them a little bit of highlight. We're good.
JP Gray, give it time. It's easy once you've done it for a while. But JP, how are you enjoying your new job? Do you still like it?
Oh yeah.
Sounds like you're doing some shipping.
That's right. He works for like a card house now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. That's awesome. Glad to hear it.
I could think of worse things than packing and shipping card orders. I've done worse things than that for a job. So, can definitely think about that.
It's easy to mail a lot of cards, but hard to ship a single card.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Put it in an envelope with a stamp?
Yes.
Seems like
Yeah. There's a little bit
unless
more
you're like the store requires a certain type of shipping.
probably that.
It takes like the same amount of time to pack up one card as it does to pack up
Yeah.
50.
That is
Exactly.
true.
So
Yeah.
It does not, however, take as much time to find one card as it does to find 50 cards.
Oh yeah. Need protection because people get angry if their $500 card gets bent. That is true.
Yeah, you gotta put them in
Yeah.
hard sleeves and stuff like that.
Still have not figured out the mystery of the box that we received. No,
I told you we never would.
Yeah.
It's not going to be somebody on the stream, I don't think.
no, I put it in Discord. I've
I
had
don't
a few
think.
people send me
I mean,
messages.
we have so many customers that don't
No, I know.
know we
I-
exist on any of those platforms.
I know, but I had to try. I mean, I
Oh
knew
yeah,
that
no,
there-
we did the right thing.
I knew there would be,
I'm just saying,
it would reach a
we're
lot
not
of
going to find an
people that
answer to
way.
that one.
Yeah.
That one's too odd of a thing. It'd be
Yep.
too coincidental, I think, to. I'm going back through and repairing some of the spots where I have been holding the miniatures and rubbing like
Oh, little bits of paint
little
off.
bits of paint off of the toes and side of the foot where it hangs off. They have a lot of bits that extend off the edge of the base here, so.
Ooh, okay. We are almost done with all the stuff that I have. I have 5 Space Marine tanks, 4 Dreadnoughts, 2 sprues of Marines, and 2 sprues of just regular Color Auxilia guys, and then I'm done. With half of what I have. I have a lot of this stuff that needs to get painted.
You did this to yourself.
Yes. Yes, I did.
You did this to yourself.
I know.
Ghost Hunter said Jason should be using the Monument Hobbies paint handle.
I should have. I thought these were going to be a really quick little, fast paint job. Because the whole reason I'm painting these is just so I can fight zombies
What,
at Adepticon.
You're doing that at Adepticon?
Yeah. Do some work right at Adepticon. We're going to come up with some fun stuff to do before then that involves her community. As we get close, that'll be fun. Where did I start? Here. But I thought they were just going to be super quick, but I've had a blast painting them, and so it has turned into more of a, well, let's make them nice.
Yeah, you're going to show up with like a super fancy Gorger Maw pack. Everyone's going to be like, what the heck?
Sure, Zambies will have very well painted models as well.
Yeah. Well, I think my point is just that not everybody spends like a ton of time working on them.
Oh.
Like I can paint models really nice, but I'm not painting these nice.
Slavic wants to know how many streams you've worked on these guys. It's been several weeks. I don't think he's done anything else recently, right?
I saw him in 2 weeks. I started
been more than 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago on a Sunday. I came in and based them.
Oh yeah.
So 2 weeks ago was after Black Friday. You've definitely had him before then.
Was what?
2 weeks ago was like Thanksgiving weekend. You started him before that.
Oh, maybe.
Yes, you did, because I had it written down on the board and I wasn't in here that whole week after Black Friday. Ghost who said, I really want to give Warcry a shot. I haven't found a warband that I've really fallen in love with yet.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I did a demo game or two and enjoyed what I saw, but I was like, yeah, I don't know. The models are iffy. I don't really care. And then these guys I saw, and I was like, oh, they're cool.
Mo wants to know the status of the flat busties.
Working on packaging right now, Mo. Gotta have a way to package them that I'm comfortable with. But we may just start selling them here pretty soon because I'm getting a little perturbed with that whole process.
Mo said, personally speaking, just put mine in bubble wrap and ship them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done that in the past, and that's probably what we're going to do. We just want to be able to sell them to retailers, right? As we've grown over the years, we got to remember that we sell in a lot more places than we used to. And I don't like making things available that don't go to retail.
Slovak wants to know if we're going to sell the STL.
No. Nope. I'm not a firm believer in doing that. I know that perturbs some people, but the STL doesn't help retailers. It doesn't help the industry. It helps the individual get some really cool stuff that you can print out. But we, as a manufacturer, right, our goal is on making products that do a lot more than just that too, right? We want them to be fun. We want everybody to enjoy them, but we want to be able to have our partners benefit from it and things like that. But we will make them very good value is the point with the models that we're doing.
Millimeter Matt wants to know if you'd care to offer any insider info on Monument's game.
Which one?
Oh.
There you go. I'm gonna toss it back your way.
There you go. Look at that.
The first one that's coming, or the big miniatures game? Because the first game that's coming is not a miniatures game at all. I love these models.
They are great. They have a lot of character.
Yeah, they really do. I've enjoyed painting them. No STLs until there's a Monument branded 3D printer and resin. No. I don't see that in our future.
No.
But I said we'd never make paint too. So.
Well, now I'm really interested. I'd like to know about either, I guess, whichever you're more excited for right this second.
We well, obviously we're
Both?
excited for our first game, right?
Yeah.
Because that really sets the pace for the whole thing that we're doing as a game developer. But we are, we're looking at games that, while we can have some hobby focused aspects to them, they are not necessarily hobby. They're not miniature combat games. The first one is a tag team card battler, I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah.
It is like Street Fighter or Tekken Tag, where you have two characters that you pick. We will make models for the characters, but the models are really just for us to paint, because we love the characters and the world of the game, but they don't have any, there's no position on the table other than one of them is forward and fighting and the other one's back and tagging in. Think of it as a combat ring thing. And then you just play abilities. You pick and build your character's abilities from a field of 6. You pick 4, and you pick 2 characters, and you put them out there, and you slam them into your opponent's guys. And there's objectives each turn of the game, and meeting the objectives builds up your power. And you can either spend the power to cast spells that help your position and your characters in the game, or ultimately the one with the most power at the end wins. So it's always a balance of, do I spend these to heal or to do things that I need to do, or do I pile them up so that at the end of the game I have a better chance of winning? So it has a lot of really neat strategic thought process other than just the fighting. So it's a lot of fun.
Thank you for that follow. I'm going to try this name
Oh my God.
just because. I don't understand the V at the beginning, but unless it's silent. Nessus Mammon Tovazinida.
Okay.
Whatever
I think
said,
you nailed
Jen.
it. I'm going to go with you nailed it.
I mean,
Whatever you said, I believe you.
I'm going to go with you nailed it.
Phonics. They work. Hooked on phonics works for me. Vanessa's
Get
mom.
game delay. Somebody likes us.
Yeah. He finished it. We got the hey, and then it stopped.
Can you fight with 3 kobolds in a trench coat in your game? No, this game, one of our games, yes, but this game has got specific characters that are a part of the story. Imagine, like I said, it's like Tekken or something like that, where you have a pool of characters and you pick the ones that you think are cool, and they all have their own style that they add to the fight, and you can pair them up in myriads of ways. There's no wrong answer. I've tried to find really crappy pairings and still wind up getting either winning or getting really close to winning the game. So it's a lot of fun. It's fast paced. You can sit down and play it on your lunch break. It's meant to be, in the kind of $30 to $35 range retail. So it should be really, really easy. Going at that, it may be $40, maybe like $39.99. but it's a really fast-paced game, and we'll be able to do expansions that add more characters and such. And we're going to attempt to do sculpts and miniatures for a lot of the characters as the game grows. But like I said, the miniatures are more for us as painters. You know, that's our we love to paint miniatures.
I'm so excited to paint those, by the way.
Yeah, the first 3 are really bitching.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll see the first 3, you know, some of them getting painted on stream by early in the year.
Yeah.
Does this game use a predetermined deck, or is it deck building part of the fun? It's not really a deck building game, Millimeter Matt. It's card based. All the abilities are printed on cards. The character stats are printed on cards. You can play it without miniatures and just have the cards on the table. But you don't. There's a minimal deck building component to it where you build your battlefield states. It's an attacker defender based game. The defender gets to choose the battlefield, so to speak. And so you'll put together, you'll pick a scenario, and then that scenario will tell you how many battlefield states there are. And you'll then put together your battlefield deck, and you can put together all the states that you think benefit your team the most. And each turn or each combat round, you flip the battlefield state to a new one, and it can be like, you know, torrential downpour, and it can have all these magical effects based on the rain. And if you've got characters that benefit from that, good for you. But it also it benefits and can hinder both teams. It never hinders the defender. It can benefit and or hinder the attacker. So there's kind of a game of chicken at the beginning, because whoever decides to be the defender gets to control the battlefield and set the battlefield up, but the attacker gets to pick their army and deploy second, pick their characters and deploy second. So you have to set up as the defender all of your stuff, pick your abilities, pick your characters, all of that, and then the attacker can literally read your side of the battlefield and then go, I'm playing this, and try to completely counter you. So it is very much video game.
Bye, Jade. Have a good night.
Pick and counter pick. So
I gotta go lock up.
it's it has a really neat component to it like that, and that may seem a little brutal, but like I said, everything in the game fights very well, and all the abilities are really cool. And like I said, each character starts out with 6 abilities, and you pick 4 to put on the table at any time. And so the more you play certain characters, the more you might find you like a particular set of abilities. Again, it's developed by a video game developer, so it has a very rooted in video game kind of process thought to it, and it works very, very well. Unlike some games that don't transfer well to the table via the video game, this one works very, very well. So if you have your favorite combo in your favorite fighting game, that's picking these abilities, right? And when you use them, they go on cooldown, and you have a way to remove cooldown tokens and things like that, so that you can get abilities back up and running, or you have to wait them out for their cooldown to come up before you can use them again. And then you can you can choose which of your combatants is forward and active versus which one is in the back, in a more passive, you know, tagging, assist role, or blocking. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it has a heavy rock, paper, scissors kind of drafting kind of feel to it, you know, as I pick my characters. And there's a draft mode for it, so you can pull from a pool of all the characters. The base game comes with 9 characters. And you could literally turn them all face down and randomly pick one, and then your opponent picks one, and then you play with the 2 you pick. Or you could come with your own. If the game picks up and people like it, then we'll come out with more decks or more characters that have their abilities, and we could make hundreds. And then, you know, just like I said, just like if you've ever played at a Tekken or a game like that, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, you know, you have your characters you fall in love with. And then we'll have new abilities and things like that kind of evolve out of all of that. And then you pick them and put them on the table and play. It is not print and play. It is a buy a box. It has all physical components to it. All the cards are printed very nicely, you know. Nice box. Made for retail.
Yep.
Why does paper beat rock? It doesn't feel very well thought through. No, it doesn't. Are we going to have Miniac play test it? I don't think we'll have a physical copy. I had hoped when I spoke with him about our date, because we set up the date for me to travel up there as the first weekend in February. So I'll be in Minnesota with Scott and John that first weekend of February. But we found out today that production probably won't have us advanced copies of the game until after the end of February. So unfortunately, I don't think I will be able to. I had hoped to take it up there. I have the game in its kind of pre-alpha state, so I can take a full boxed game up there. It doesn't have the fit and finish, but it plays right. right? I mean, it's what we play test. It's what a year and a half of playtesting have been done with, or 2 years of playtesting have been done with. So we have it full color cards, all the full art and all that we could take up there and play. Hell, we even have a limited edition mousepad game mat.
Yeah. Sitting on your desk.
Sitting on my desk. So yeah, I could take it up there and introduce him to it and play and get their thoughts on it, but that's the first game that we're releasing. So our focus is as a game developer is to create really fun games that we enjoy playing and not really forcing the issue of miniatures if we don't have to. There's a miniatures component to all of the games, like I said, that are just cool things that we can paint because we're a hobby company first. But they're not all focused around moving your mans around on the table strategically. So does scratch building some kind of battlefield for the game just for the looks of things seem like something you could do? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, the play surface is defined, but you could 3D print terrain and fit the cards on it, correct, and make a really cool environment for playing the game. And if you got the miniatures are all going to be 75 millimeters, so they're big for the characters, just because the characters are really, really cool. And so, yeah, there's robots and demons and angels and djinn and weird bug creatures. It's great. It's got some really neat mythological gods and crazy monster feel to it. So it's fun.
Yeah, I feel like if you got to the point where you knew by heart what was on the cards for the characters, you could just play with the mini.
I don't know that I would ever suggest that. I think you have to have the cards. The game doesn't play well without the cards.
Yeah.
You'd never remember what you pierce and all the data on the card, your speed and piercing and all that. Nobody ever remember that crap for two. You'd just be like, yeah, I'm faster than you.
Yeah, I'm faster.
Which takes it all out of there, so it has.
I love faster.
It has a neat way of determining initiative every turn based on the speed of the character that you had in the ring, and then the speed of the attack that you did. Some attacks are very slow and slow your character down because they're real heavy. Some attacks are super fast and speed you up. So it has a really neat way. You compare at the end of each round who had the faster character do the faster attack, and you get initiative for the next turn too. So you can work your combos through your characters, again, very much like a video game, to where you're doing all your combos and your opponent really doesn't have time. You get them on their back foot really quick. And like I said, it plays fast. I mean, by the time you're done with 5 rounds or whatever, by the time you're done with a scenario, there's a winner.
Yep, it's fast.
It's a really weird game because it feels like you always play till the end of the game and figure it out, right? Yeah. It has a good feel to it. You get to the end of the scenario play and you total it up and it feels like that's the right point to end. Yeah. There's like, oh, if I only had one more round, you know, I know what I would have done. My big ability was coming off cooldown, you know, but it feels right when the game is over that the game ended. Yep. And it's so easy to just, you know, rack them up and start again.
Yep. And it makes certain parts of the game feel more like an achievement. You know, it's not just like you tear each other apart for 2 rounds. You're like, well, that's the end of the game. It's like,
it has a real gotcha component because you have to keep track of all the things that your characters are doing and what's going on the field of combat. And you would think that whoa,
so big.
That was very subliminal big face screen.
Face. Just the old button.
The there's you have to keep track of what's going on with your characters in the combat, and there's only 4 characters, 2 for your opponent, 2 for you. So that doesn't seem like it would be a lot, but it is. With all your abilities on cooldown, damage, and tracking, and all that stuff, it has a deep amount of gaming there. But then on top of that, there's the scenario, and the win condition is different per scenario. And there's been tons of times where we've been playing it, and I forget. I feel like I've either got the game in the bag or that there's no way I could win. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, oh, but wait, let me check the scenario condition. And you check the scenario condition, and you're like, oh, all I have to do this, and I win. And so it's a game that never feels too far out of reach, too, which I think is really great. The gang's all here. Not all of them, but
here.
we are.
The gang is mostly
we
here.
got a couple of these knuckleheads hanging
Who's
out.
not here is Chair Guy.
Chair Guy.
Everybody else left, so
Silly chair guy.
technically the gang is also
Chair
well.
guy.
Kyle is still there too.
I told Kyle.
Your brain heard that you have a very high gotcha component, so now you know you're getting randomized characters. I mean, you can play it that way, but you can also just look through and pick which ones look cool. That's what I did. The first time I played it, you know, Ben brought it over here to the studio to show me how it played, and he goes, here's all the characters, pick 2 you like. And I was like, whoa. You know, because there was a lot more than what just come in the base game. And I was looking through them going, I don't know. And he goes, just pick 2 that have pictures that you like. I want to show you that the game plays really well. No, you don't have to know anything. So I was like, I like this one and I like this one. I put them down and he goes, you bastard. Because I picked like a really heavy duty combo.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you shouldn't have made the pictures so cool for these 2, right? He goes, yeah, those are 2 of my favorites. And I'm like, well, that's what happens to game developers. We put a lot of energy into the things we think are cool.
Yeah.
And then you find out that other people think those are cool.
Yes.
And you've just made OP meta evolve, right? So,
Yeah.
but they weren't OP. I wound up losing because Ben knows how to play the game. But, I got my butt kicked. But it was a lot of fun to see that, I had no idea. He hands you 6 ability cards and you're like, pick 4. And I'm like, what? Brain explode. So I just put 4 down there and played the game. But it's really, really fun and fast to learn and can get very deep. So it's not very two-dimensional. It feels like it has a component that you could study and spend time figuring out what your perfect combo was going to be.
Low skill floor, high skill ceiling.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. I love games like that.
Me too. Best kind of games.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to get into, easy to get even more into, and then rewarding you for being into them. These are.
I don't know. Millimeter Matt's asking if we can share the name of the game. Can we?
Can we?
That's a question for you.
That is a question for you.
That is a
You
that
answer
is
that.
a you question.
Oh.
Do you have any contracts or anything that would prevent you?
I mean, no, we have a website for it. I mean, nobody's going to find the website for it without knowing the name.
No, so
but
just you shouldn't say it now and tell people they need to find the website.
yeah, you
First
need
one
to
to
go find the website.
gets the first.
It's
giveaway on
something
Friday.
something.com.
Whoever finds the website.
Whoever
can
finds the
prove it.
website gets a free game.
There you go.
There you go.
Signed by all of us.
Yep.
There's gonna be one person out there that you've accidentally told. And
The name of it.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Now we have to send them a damn game.
Which
Rat
stream to that?
bastards.
They're gonna be going through all the pods.
which
Hitting us
Where
right-
did he say?
Hitting us
it?
right in the pocketbook.
Since the internet is so small, this should be easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, easy.
that's funny.
Will the
I don't
minis
know.
be only sold through retailers and Monument Games? It's Hobby Nerd Studios is the company that will be selling the games, and only sold through retailers and through our site. Yes.
Where else would it be sold?
Yeah, you have me confused as to where else would you want to find them.
Target.
I mean,
We'd love to have the game.
that'd be
in
great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that'd be great.
Target. Barnes and Noble, Target, call us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
seriously.
yeah. Let us know.
Oh,
Oh,
STLs.
STLs.
Oh no, I see.
The minis, not the game. The minis.
I mean, heck, I'd
Gotcha.
be.
Yeah,
I'd be
no, the
down.
minis will only be sold as retail packaging.
Yeah.
Is our goal.
Where am I going? Oh, yeah, there it goes.
What do you do?
R. Scott, same exact sables. Yep, same exact sables.
I thought we answered that question like 2 days
Same
ago.
Kolinsk.
Like Friday or something. Didn't we answer that for someone?
Maybe, yeah. Probably.
Well,
Yeah, and being really honest with you, the quality of Musella Kolinsk hair is steadily going downhill, as a lot of people have seen. And so we didn't want to label them as Kolinsky in case, like, over time we have to look at, other blends and things on the brush. Our goal is to always make the best brush.
Brannigan?
But they're the same pure sable that always have.
Brannigan's brushes.
Brannigan's brushes, what's going
Well,
on?
that time it worked.
Hey.
Alchemist
Whoa.
Raid, let's go. Oh, well, are we
Ooh.
turning stuff to gold? I'm down.
Yay.
Brett.
gold.
Yes.
Free
Brett.
money.
Brannigan's Brushes is one of our newest monumentals.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Sector 9, I learned the other day. Hey guys, so someone
ID.
told me that you guys are planning a satin line. If that's
We already have some.
Yeah, we
have
have
some.
some satin.
Not a whole
colors.
line of satin colors, but we
Yeah.
have some satin colors. The 2 most recent Signature Series paint sets were 8 satins, 1
Two-
matte,
2 gloss,
2 gloss, and a metallic.
metallic.
Stivio Primaris, what's going on? Brandon, what's going on? Hope your stream went well. Nalind, what? Nalind, another monumental. Hello, girl.
What up?
And somebody asked, where did the comfy couch go? What are you talking about? I mean, there's the comfy chair.
We're in the comfy chairs.
Comfy chairs.
The comfy couch is in the
Comfy couch is
in
in the
the
other
game
room.
area. It was never in the studio, I
Yeah,
don't
it was
think,
never.
was it?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it was at the beginning.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was at
over
the very
here.
beginning.
Before
we
we
had
had
the
the
comfy couch,
chairs.
but it became comfy chairs that recline now. So
Mm-hmm.
Will we be making the classic colors in satin as well and primers?
no, mm-mm. Nope.
But we do have a gloss varnish that you can mix into them if you
Yeah,
want.
the gloss varnish is the way to get satin from all the base colors. You can just take a spot of the gloss varnish, mix it in, turn it to whatever in between matte and gloss you would like it to be. That works really well. We do have a satin black coming out. that will be a more of a midnight black, like a true black. So that'll be coming out. We do have a couple of other satin colors that will hit just because the nature of the color itself wants to be satin to get the best performance out of it. But they'll be satin like the current satin are. They're not super shiny, just more so than our normal paints. It's funny when you make an ultra matte paint, what do you call anything that isn't ultra matte? So we chose satin, even though in reality our satin paints aren't very satin.
Yeah,
Our
not
gloss paints are more of a
comparatively.
satin. But we had to start someplace because we're like some of the maddest finished paints you'll find.
It's true.
Jabe.
Yes.
Jabe,
I was
Slovak,
waiting.
yes.
Yes.
So did Philip.
we-
Those are two
yeah,
of the guys that do the
me and Phil
professional paint liquor. You out of
still
here?
do that.
Have a good one.
See a professional paint liquor.
In the beginning, it was only comfy couch, and it was good. On the first day, Jason declared that there would be comfy chairs, and there were comfy chairs, and they were good.
They weren't good.
The comfy chairs are good.
They're
They
very
were
good.
They're very good.
We had to move the
Yeah,
couch
they're
because the
very
couch was always intended to be for the employee area as a lounge kind of a thing.
And am I so glad that it exists out there? It is awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
that couch out there is great.
If you would have made a satin bright neutral gray and white, we have satin whites, right? Both the new heavy titanium and heavy warm white are satins.
Mm-hmm.
They are?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I knew that.
Yeah, that's one of the big differences between the heavy titanium white and regular titanium white is that heavy titanium white, not only being a thicker, more like artist paste acrylic, is also satin.
Yeah, I think we only have one matte color in there, and it's the
Bone.
brown
Gray. Brown gray.
Oh.
Ordering a gallon right now, yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, the heavy titanium white has become one of our fastest selling colors because of that. Some people just like to have the satin nature, and when you're mixing it in with other colors as a tint, it gives you a little bit of satin for that shine if you're doing things like metallic paints or non-metallic. Just having that little bit of sheen for your brightest highlight helps a lot.
Heavy warm white.
Heavy titanium and heavy warm white. The heavy warm white is like
Yeah,
is
you love
almost
that
like a
stuff.
pale yellow, right? It's
It's really nice.
Very, very
they're
nice.
both
Great.
Great.
and they're both satins.
Mm-hmm.
It says very tiny satin.
Sitting.
Satine.
Awesome to hear, Slovak. We loved making them, and
Yeah, those are fun to watch.
we like to be silly.
We do like to be silly.
Love silly.
Well, they're talking about them.
Oh.
Yeah, not you, Jordan.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
to heck with you
You're
guys
not
then.
silly.
You're
I'll
not
be silly on my
silly.
own over here without
I'm
you.
the silly.
I thought I loved you guys.
You thought you loved them?
Yeah.
Well, that was your first mistake. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm
That's what you
I
get
am
for
seeing that
thinking,
now.
Jordan.
For what?
That's what you get for thinking.
No, it's assuming.
For thinking.
You know what they say about assuming? Sometimes you're wrong.
Sometimes you're wrong. I'm glad you specified.
Sometimes you're wrong.
What else would I say?
I didn't want to make any assumptions.
Oh,
you don't wanna be
great.
wrong.
Don't wanna be wrong.
What tape would you recommend to use while airbrushing with monument paints? Tape, like for masking and things? Arska?
Sector.
I
those
don't
are
use
from-
masking
yeah,
tape. I use silly putty.
Ben Comets and Matt.
Matt.
Yeah,
I
I use
can't.
silly
Ben
putty. I
Comets
don't
and-
find
It
myself
doesn't
doing a lot of
work.
straight edge masking very often. If I had to, like on a tank, to do like hazard stripes or something, then I would use like the yellow Tamiya stuff I really like.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most used to.
Yep.
Or any of the low tack marking tapes you can get from it's like pinstriper tape. It's very low tack for when you're not for actual pinstriping. That's heavy tack. You want to get the masking, the pinstripe masking stuff, and it's like that stuff is vinyl, so it has a very low tack, but you can make curves and shapes out of it, and it'll also lay straight pretty well. So I'll do that, but typically I'm just using silly putty.
Lone
I just use
Samurai.
blue tape.
Enjoy your dinner.
Bye.
That's almost breakfast. It's 11 p.m. That's
Bye,
really
Lone
late.
Samurai. Holy
Bye.
cow! It's 11 o'clock. That's late.
4:15.
Not for him. Not for Lone Samurai.
Yeah, they're from the signature sets for Matt and Ben,
Yes.
but you can buy them singly as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm using low tack, I'm always looking for the yellow
Oh no.
Tamiya stuff. I think it's mine or testers. Might be testers.
No,
I think
Timmy
it's
makes
Tamiya.
all the.
Yeah, I think it's Tamiya. Tamiya.
Would it be bad to use like regular painter's tape?
Yes, it's too high tack.
Too sticky.
You can get rid of a lot of that tack. Though.
Too much stick.
I mean, you can take normal painter's tape and you can put it on a surface to, stick, lift, stick, lift, stick, lift to remove a lot of the tackiness and then use it. But they use a gum on there that's sometimes hard to remove off of our matte finish paints. So I don't ever recommend using standard painter's tape.
That just sounds like a lot of work, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the
I'm sticking
masking
on my
tapes for
fried
modelers are meant to have the tacky glue surface not come off of the tape, so it's bonded very, very well. That's why it's so expensive. But that stuff really works, and you don't have to worry about like figuring out how to clean it off. Now the silly putty will sometimes leave a little bit of residue, but you use the silly putty and it grabs the residue up, so you never have to worry about rubbing it off either. So I really prefer silly putty on everything. It's super cheap.
Unless you need that perfectly straight line.
You can buy like a dozen eggs for $20 or something like that.
I need to buy some of that.
You just use it forever and ever. It never goes bad.
I used to stretch those out and put them on newspapers and.
Oh yeah, and I've used this same piece to mask tons of stuff, and you never know it because you just fold it in on itself, and all the pigment goes away. It's
crazy.
magical black hole masking stuff.
Yeah,
It's true, yeah.
seriously.
Eats paint pigment.
And it's only slightly tacky, and it doesn't have an oily residue or anything. So I love silly putty; it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, the thing is, it sticks to itself really well. So you want to.
And it comes in an egg.
We love eggs.
Which came first, the chicken or the silly putty?
The silly putty.
The question that has been plaguing all of mankind.
Definitely the silly putty.
Yeah, silly
Egg.
putty was first.
I'm getting really close.
Yeah. I mean,
I have to paint like the
are you gonna
bases
do?
more because I just kind of give them a really quick once over. But
are you
Weren't
gonna
you
put
gonna
any
do
other
snow?
stuff on them?
I'm gonna put a little snow on the base, and
do
I'm
some
gonna paint the
tufts?
rocks. And there's like
Tufts?
skulls, and there's like a rib
Tufts?
cage over on this one.
Jason, do you like doing tufts and things like that?
Yeah, I'll put tufts on them.
Okay. We got a box of them.
We have some
so
tufts
many.
that we were hoping to
Yeah.
be able to sell people, but I didn't like the factory that was making them. So.
We have
Sector,
a lot of those.
What do we
will
do
depend
with
on the
those, by
store.
way? What do we do with those?
I'm answering a question for
Oh,
someone.
sorry, Jane.
Depends on the store. They have the ability to get them as singles, but some only will carry sets. So just check with your store before you go over there.
Yeah, what store?
Yeah, most stores carry the singles in the rack, but we do have some stores that will only, like Jen said, only carry sets. And the taste also pairs well with Monument paints. Quit it. Don't eat the silly putty
Or the paint?
or the paint. Or the paint.
Clarify. Just making sure. Gotta say it.
Silly putty is not chewing gum.
No.
It tastes significantly worse, and it's worse for you.
Yeah, Mo, I've never had really good luck with any of the hobby masking putties. They all tend to stick too much and be a real pain to clean up from tight detailing. Most of those are made from the scale model world, and they work great on tanks for doing like camouflage patterns and things like that. When you have a lot of big flat surfaces and not having to worry too much about lots of little indentions. But as soon as you put it on a model with like chainmail, you're screwed. Like
how
that
people
stuff
do
will
it?
never come. You'll be like with a pick trying to pick it out of each chain.
I've never thought about how people actually do camo because I've never done it before.
Yeah.
Is that how people do it? They
Mhm.
just mask it off with the putty.
I have always used silly putty.
Huh.
Since I was 10 years old, I used silly putty to put on tank sides to
Tank
make
camo.
because you can make really cool
Yeah,
abstract
weird
patterns
shapes.
with it.
Somebody
Yeah.
likes
us.
Pick it and pull it and stick it back on. That's how you make camo.
Crushing it all day. Thank you
All
for the
day.
follow.
Crushing it.
Thank you for the follow. We're done.
We are done.
We're done.
I mean, I got some guys to go on, but other than that, we're done.
We're done.
Heck yeah.
That's it. So as always, thank you so much for hanging out with us and watching some streaming, some paint dry. We appreciate it. Crushing it all day. Glad you found us.
Bye.
Welcome here, and now we're leaving. So hopefully you've been here for longer than hitting the follow button.
For joining us.
But that's the next thing. If you are new around here, please hit the follow button. We are Monument Hobbies. We make all these wonderful products, and then we put them on things to prove to you how wonderful they are. And we do this show 5 days a week, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here in the U.S. We'd love to see you back here as many chances as you get during your week. We hope you have a wonderful time. We will be doing a raid. Make sure to catch up on some of the links that Jen has put up in chat for the store, where you can locate all of our products direct from us here in Arizona. The FLGS link will show you all of the retailers worldwide and distributors that carry our stuff, so hopefully you can find somebody close to home to support. That'd be great. And then the Discord and our YouTube, where you can come join our little family of nerds for all of the stuff that happens off of stream. We'd love to see you back here. Have a wonderful evening. Like I said, stick around for the raid. Show some love in the channel we wind up in, and we will catch you back
And
here
mark
tomorrow.
your calendars for Friday's
Friday,
stream,
Christmas
because
stream.
it will be our Christmas party. So
Saint
join
Nick
us.
might show up and give stuff away.
Yeah, there might be some
You never
prizes.
know. Fat guy in a red suit. We'll see.
Am I supposed to wear red
All
Friday?
right. Have a wonderful evening, guys.
Yeah,
We'll
who's
catch you
wearing
on the flip
Bye,
side.
guys.
Bye.